Hey guys, welcome back. It's Neon. I'm here with SquidKing.
Hello.
Hello, and we're going to talk about Stranger Things 3. I guess we're just going to Stranger Things 3, Series 3, Season 3, final trailer reaction on Netflix. SquidKing is a huge fan of Stranger Things, so super excited. We watched it like as soon as it dropped last night. So we've got some theories. He's got some theories.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about those theories. That's all you're going to say? Okay. All right, so go.
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah, I want you to go.
Oh,
Talk.
okay.
Talk, dude. Talk.
Well, you have to do something. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to bring this up because I think this is the coolest part in this trailer.
Spoilers if you haven't seen the trailer.
Oh, yeah. Spoilers probably for the show, too. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm probably wrong, but you know what? Just going to put that out there.
Yes, this is just a knee-jerk reaction here, I think.
I thought this was cool. So, the rats are important. But, you know what this looks like?
Smoke.
The piece of the Mind Flayer that left Will in Season 2. And you want to know what else? They're really forcing this building. This steelworks right here.
Okay.
So I'm thinking it ran here to hide. And now it's calling upon the rats to make itself a physical body out of rat parts. Because rats are tiny and easy to mold like Play-Doh.
Oh, God. Or moon sand. Well, yeah, if you go to the poster, Kyle Lambert, there we go. Go to the poster. This is you can see that the thing is made of rat chunks.
You can see up here
bits.
it has like tails and it looks like bones and it's nasty.
It's made of rat
and here
parts.
and look, they're really forcing the steel work, so that's really important somehow.
And the fun fair.
And the fun fair.
And the mall.
Because Evan says fun, quite like the Terminator.
Yeah, it's that guy, the Russian dude. Okay.
So focusing on this, I thought this was an interesting thing. So you can see that it is. We're not playing the trailer because copyright issues. So it's clearly collecting rats, right? Now it might be hard, but to prove that this is the Mind Flayer, even though I think everyone already knows that, if we play it on super slow-mo.
Oh, yeah.
Well, one, it moves like the Mind Flayer, but two...
Kind of. There he is!
If you look, you can see it's clearly, like, it almost looks bloody. Like it's making rat body suit.
A rat body suit. Yeah, because it's, like, sweeping the rats up.
See, look, it's, like, bloody.
Ew.
That's fun.
It's like rat mulch.
Yeah, rat, it, like, wood chipped them. We're
Wood chipped
talking way too much about rat suit making.
So, okay, so we got some... Do you want to talk about what the theory seems to be for this season?
So, I have a feeling that, well, one, the Mind Flayer is going to be the main villain again.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone just assumes that weird-looking rat beast thing was Billy, right?
Right.
Billy turned into that. But as you can see in this right here, so this is a scene from the trailer. Now, it's really hard to see, but if you look, you can see, well, here's Billy, and he's looking at something. It's in the shape of the Mind Flayer. So you have its arms over here on the side, and then, for me, the most giveaway thing is its head shape, because you can clearly see here's its head. And if you can't see it, we traced it. So
there you go. Yeah.
You can see it's, because it has the same kind of arms, it has a back leg, its head shape. I'll cut back, that way you can see. You can kind of see the very tippity tip of its little pointy elf hat.
The trailer seemed to indicate that the Mind Flayer, since it got an exorcised from Will Byers, is looking for another body. So,
except it probably can't find one, or. So everyone thought Billy was going to turn into it, but I have a feeling that Billy is going to be like an extension of it. So the monster and Billy are two different things. Because if you go back to the trailer, here, you can clearly see Billy's looking at something in the exact same steelworks because it's all abandoned.
Right.
But he's seeing something, and it says a new host, and his eye gets all shadowy and goopy, like pink eye, but like with ink eye. So Billy gets turned into something. So
are there two monsters? Is there actually?
I think that there's gonna be. I think it's gonna be two. Okay, so if we cut ahead though. Oh yeah, here's a better look at the monster about to eat Nancy. I wouldn't be sad if they ate Nancy.
Yeah,
Nancy's
I don't like
a terrible human being.
I don't like Nancy. Nancy can get eaten. Just save Steve, but I have a feeling. I have a feeling
Steve's gonna die. So
Yeah.
Nancy's about to get launched. I have a feeling that either Steve or Jonathan's gonna do something. 11 is stopping meaty, fleshy sausage hands. Okay. I'm still looking for Billy, but we'll talk about this. This looks like... So Geeky pointed this out. This looks like Hopper, and this looks like Murray, kind of the conspiracy theory guy that we totally had to Google his name because...
Oh, Murray Bauman.
Yeah, the conspiracy theory man. It looks like they're about to fight in front of the machine that we saw explode, and if you look in the back here, that looks fleshy. Kind of like a new gate.
Oh, or is it just a wall of flesh? Yeah, it could be. It could be a new gate.
Because the gate kind of looks like this too. So I have a feeling that machine collapsed, opened another gate. And it also looks like the military is getting involved.
Right. So the stakes are being escalated. Now, the last season was kind of, compared to the first season, felt kind of like budget cut.
Yeah.
Because it was just like a bunch of demodogs, and there wasn't like a main...
Where is he?
A main bad guy. This season looks a lot more expensive.
Here.
That looks like Billy.
It is Billy. Because... Well, I'll play it. But Billy, it looks like he is saltier than normal. And he looks like he's covered in his arm specifically. Looks very... upside down-esque. So I have a strong feeling that Billy is now like enslaved to the Mind Flayer like Will was, except he needs to like kill 11 or something to prevent the Mind Flayer from getting locked up. So I do not think Billy is going to become the monster. I feel like the monster
is a separate thing.
I feel like the monster is like a tiny version of the Mind Flayer, and Billy is like enslaved to it. But I don't think Billy is the monster.
I don't know, because I was thinking if they go that route, they could go, since they're ripping off like every 80s movie ever made, they could go for The Fly, where he like slowly turns into a monster and starts to fall apart.
That is possible. Horrific. Maybe
yeah.
Too horrific for TV-14.
I don't know. They've got rat parts. I don't know.
Okay, really quick, I want to talk about this.
Okay, what are we talking about?
So this scene right here, I feel like it ties into Steve getting executed, tortured, or whatever. Remember that?
Executed or tortured.
Remember
yeah.
in the last trailer, it looks like they're injecting him like something like he's getting like tortured or something.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it ties into this scene because if you see, Steve looks completely unharmed. This is probably the only time we've seen Steve in this trailer, at least, completely unharmed.
So do the Russians like?
I have a feeling that the mall is being used for something because he's in his mall uniform and he looks perfectly fine. So I have a feeling that he finds something in the mall, that he is not supposed to see. That's a no-no. He wasn't supposed to see that.
Yeah.
And now I feel like they have to, quote unquote, take care of business.
Yeah, so it seems like the stakes are going to be escalated in this season. I am having a really bad feeling about Steve. I think Steve
is going to become, like...
dead.
Steve is going to die.
Well, Steve was supposed... I guess... Now, I read somewhere that Steve was supposed to die in the first season, but they liked him too much, so they kept him around. And Steve and Billy have a rivalry, so...
Everyone likes Steve, but when you think about it, he doesn't really contribute a whole lot to the story. You know what I mean? He basically existed in season 2 just to drive them somewhere. And then he didn't even drive them there.
But they made him super duper likable in season 2, so if they kill him in season 3, people will be gutted.
Everyone likes Steve.
Everybody likes Steve.
Everyone likes Steve.
And Steve was a total douchebag in the first season.
Here, I didn't even realize this.
More science people.
But you know what?
Doing science things.
This doesn't look like Hawkins, though.
No.
The lab? This doesn't look like Hawkins'
lab.
lab.
No, it looks like the steel mill. Like they're doing...
That's what I'm thinking, because this up here, this little raised platform...
Yeah, it looks like the steel or whatever it is.
It looks
metal works.
identical. We're digging way too far into this.
Yeah,
See?
we are.
No, it totally is. I feel like this is the steelworks, and the steelworks is now the new gate.
Probably. So this is probably like they kicked the
Or
science...
it could be underneath the mall too. I swear the mall's important somehow, more important than we think it is, because it feels weird that Hawkins, Indiana, a tiny little baby town, like a small town in Indiana, would be getting a gigantic mall.
Is this Papa?
It doesn't look like it.
He's got kind of white hair.
I mean, he could just be generic old man.
Just generic science.
Generic sciencey man. Even though I'm sure those people are somehow important because they're up in the important people box.
That's the important people box.
Have you never seen a movie? If there's ever people looking from a box down into a pit where some sciencey stuff's going on, those are important people in an important people box.
Yeah, and that's where they keep the important people.
That way they don't die.
Right.
That way you have them for later.
Was Papa the Mind Flayer?
I don't think so.
No, he's just random science dude who got killed.
I don't think he's dead, but I don't know. I don't know.
We never actually saw him die, did we?
The villain isn't dead unless they show them die.
Okay. So he could come back. I don't know. In a new body made of rats, a rat suit body.
Papa got a rat suit.
Papa's got a rat suit. I don't know.
Papa's got himself a fursuit now.
Oh God, Papa's a fursuiter. Yeah, so
Papa's a furry.
I think this one is going to be a lot more expensive than the previous seasons. Previous season was okay. I thought 1 was really good. 2 was kind of okay.
I'm worried that the more they go into like save the world, the more it feels less personal with the characters.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they know what they're doing. It's Stranger Things after all. They know what they're doing, hopefully. Please don't mess it up.
Please don't mess it up. So, I don't know. We'll see. It comes out on July 4th, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
July 4th. So,
Don't worry, I have it memorized.
Yeah. So, that's what all the fireworks are for. So, I don't know. We'll see what kind of theories are out there. Not much. I just don't feel like much happened in season 2. It just kind of like, it felt like almost like a bridge into whatever they were going to do next.
It's introducing the Mind Flayer, that way he could become actually important.
Because it actually feels like the first season could have been self-contained, and then the second season feels like the first act of like a trilogy. So I think, if they do a season 4, they'll probably wrap it up. This is the part where it escalates, and then season 4 would wrap.
This is the rising action.
The rising action. And then the conclusion would be season 4, and that's what I think they said they were going to do.
Aren't they talking about extending it past into like 5 seasons? I don't think
God,
they won't let Stranger Things die. Stranger Things is like the money-making machine.
Stranger Things, the college years. But yeah, or they could spin it off into some other like Stranger Things 1990s.
Stranger Things Miami.
Stranger Things Miami, Stranger Things New York, Stranger Things Los Angeles. I don't know. So we'll see what happens, I guess, on July 4th.
I mean, if it's Stranger Things Miami, they don't even need the Upside Down. It's Florida. They can just walk out. It could be a documentary series, and it would still work.
It's not. It's not the Demogorgon. It's Florida Man.
It's not the Demogorgon. It's just Dan. But don't worry, we don't need a CGI budget for this one.
God. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yeah.
All right. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants.
But it was just a gator.
Just a gator on Clownfish TV. Bye. Goodbye. Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.